Good morning, everybody. It's nice to see you. I hope some of you have a holiday today, and the huge confusion is it today or tomorrow, but I've decided to pull the plug and call it today. So happy Vinayaka Chaturthi to all of you who celebrate it and who recognize this day. And I thought, using this as a motivation, I thought I'll talk about Ryan Holiday's book, which is called The Obstacle is the Way. And in Vinayaka or Ganesha is famously known for a person who removes obstacles. So you usually go pray to Ganesha to remove obstacles in your way. So I thought it'd be a nice contrast to show you how, in essence, Ganesha's philosophy and his stories behind him, the mythology, how it nicely lines up with Ryan Holiday's obstacle is the way. So I thought we'll talk about the nuances and understanding in confronting challenges. Important facet of life is to face challenges. If you ever want to feel that you have lived a life, is the measurement of your challenges more than your achievements. So the more challenges you face in life, the more fulfilling or fuller your life you've lived, because challenges is what makes characters, and character develops through the forged in the fire of challenges. And trust me, me and Anand have gone through quite a lot of challenges in life and obstacles in life to realize those obstacles are very important, and they're transforming obstacles into opportunities. Just as Ganesha is revered as a remover obstacles, in Ryan's book, he underscores the idea that difficulties can transform into growth opportunities. That every challenge we face is there's a lesson in disguise, and embracing this wisdom and perspective, like Ganesha's large head is supposed to symbolize wisdom. Similarly, Holiday also emphasizes the importance of perspective and the ability to see things as they are, devoid of any emotional biases. We're all controlled by our emotions, and we get sucked into emotional thinking and react even before we get to see what is there. So it's important to realize this, that the wisdom Ganesha is trying to teach you is, and Ryan Holiday is important to see things as facts without putting emotions, without adding adjectives and adverbs. I'll always tell this to Shashwat, remove those adjectives, remove those adverbs. Whatever is left is the essence of the sentence, which we are trying to tell you. Then another thing which Ganesha exemplifies and Ryan Holiday also stresses upon is the pursuit of inner discipline, control, especially facing in the face of adversity. So this inner discipline is what gets you through tough times in life. Whatever discipline you develop, it doesn't have to be. I'm not being judgmental on saying this is the right discipline or that is the right discipline. Any form of discipline and control you're able to harness in your life will come in great aid in any adversity you face in life. So when I say I don't judge, meaning even Krishna says this in the Bhagavad Gita that I created evil, I created the robber, I created the desire for the robber to go and give him the role of stealing. Same way, inner discipline and control is not judgmental. You can develop inner discipline and control in any form or any facet. It could be from driving a bike that can help you develop inner discipline and control, learning to manage traffic. That could be something that you harness in the moment of adversity, or it could be even something like studying, taking time to study. So this is what I meant. Color it when I say inner discipline and control. I'm not trying to judge. It's saying this should be this way or that way. It can be anything, and it always comes to aid. And Ganesha exemplifies this moderation. Another thing Ganesha has always portrayed, riding that small mouse as his vehicle, as Vamana, as they say, is shows stoic humility. You know, such a large proportion God riding is such a small vehicle. He has always been made fun of this, but he's always been able to smile through it. And even Ryan Holiday, Obstacles Way, draws heavily from the Stoic philosophy, which teaches us to remain humble and grounded irrespective of external circumstances. In Ganesha's stories, if you see from his creation, He's always been laughed upon as being large sized, his head being an elephant head, but he's never allowed his anger to rise quick. He's always had wisdom and wit, and that wit has gotten him along very far. And that's why we as devotees, those of you who do believe in him, uh, appreciate this. And that's one facet which we try to emulate, is to have that kind of calm, be stoic, and be wise, and have a bit of wit, and have a smile and a glimmer in your eye. Another thing, which is the famous story where he, the broken tusk of Ganesha, teaches to accept life's dualities. That similarly, Ryan Holiday talks about that in his book also, that accepting and working with life's ups and downs is key to navigating through your obstacles effectively. So you should accept that life is duality. There are things you want and there are things you need, and there'll always be a deficit. And that difference between what you want and what you have, that is a duality in the simplest form if you want to take it. And you have to learn to accept it, and you have to work with it. Those are the ups and downs in life. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and it's okay. As long as you remember that in this life, whatever you came with is what you're going to go back with. Even this body which you are given when you enter this world, you can't take it back with you. So yes, remember that, and to keep that always in mind, that everyone finally is equal at the time when it comes to your end. No one can take anything with them when they're leaving this place. So that kind of acceptance is importance. And Ganesha's story is always about circling his parents and showing innovative thinking. And Ryan also emphasizes on this perseverance, urging readers to be persistent and find creative solutions to a problem. Talking about that, one of his famous stories is that, where it nicely highlights the story about obstacle being the way. When Narada comes, always with creating mischief with his words, when he visits Mount Kailash, and Shiva and Goddess Parvati are there, and Ganesha and Muruga, Kartikeya, as you call him, is also there. And he says, I have a very special fruit, and it's a fruit of knowledge. And he says, I'll give it to who I only have one though, but only the most deserving son I can give. So to settle the matter, Shiva and Parvati devise a test. And they said both his sons must circumnavigate the world 3 times, and whoever returns first would be the rightful recipient of the fruit. Kartikeya, Muruga, being confident on his peacock, takes off immediately to circle the globe. Well, Ganesha Vinayaga doesn't have a peacock. He has to compete with that mount and that speed with a small mouse. So instead of getting discouraged, he of course takes a different approach. He takes a simple walk around his parents and paying respect to his parents. And when I was asked why you're doing this, he said, my parents represent my entire world. Hence, by walking around them, it's like circumnavigating the globe. Impressed with that wisdom, Shiva gave and Parvati gave him the fruit. Of course, the story continues on, then what happens with Muruga and all that. But yes, if you strip mythology of, all the names and places and all that, there is always an essence of a story there. And instead of viewing that race as a physical challenge, he saw that as an opportunity to solve, and he sought a deeper understanding. And he used his wisdom and his wit to think of an innovative solution rather than trying to catch up with his brother and outpace him in a traditional race which he would have lost. And that inner discipline which he managed recognizes his limitations and yet found a way through them into strength, converting them into a strength, is what the story vibes with you. That's what attracts you to the story and think, what a fantastic story. And of course, this kind of similar stories are there in all cultures and all religions across the world, these kind of stories. So this is today being Ganesha's day, we're just remembering this his story. Nature as an anchor, where he always showcases harmony with nature. Holiday also talks about this importance of grounding yourself and seeking solace in nature and the world around us to gain clarity. So all these kind of things is what I wanted you guys to touch upon today. That Ganesha is a remover of obstacles, but sometimes, I would not only even say sometimes, I would say all the times the obstacle is the way. If you really look at it, there is a reason why that has come to you. If you have a problem in your life, it has come to you because the solution is also there within that problem. It is up to you to be patient with it and look at it and take it as upon a challenge and see. And it's essential for growth. and for wisdom to grow and for personal evolution, to embrace all these obstacles you face. And all of you right now are hearing about this world coming into a recession and what does this mean, soft landing, hard landing. All that is just noise. End of the day, when you go to the grocery store, you can see the price raise. You can see how much milk has gone up by. You can see how much tomatoes are gone up by. You can see how much eggs are gone up by. And these prices are starting to bite. People's EMIs are going up. It's starting to hurt. So, taking all that into account, we are going to face a couple of few years, hopefully, not more than that, of some tough times. And it's going to be some real economic hardship for a few of us. And if we take this upon us as a challenge and we find this obstacle really impeding our growth, we should turn it around and look at it another way and say, no, this is an opportunity for me to grow. No matter how old you are. Anand has always talked that when majority of the people who are in their 40s and 50s, if they get laid off, it's been pretty much very tough for them. It's game over kind of thing. I don't think so. I think all of us have to realize we put too much weightage in career and in our job. We all have to realize that job and career is not the end all of on everything in life. Yes, money is important, job is important, but it's not everything in your life. If you do lose your job, if you are unemployed for some time, do take that opportunity to explore different other facets of your own being, your own self. It's a great time to reflect upon your life, to reflect upon yourself, and to realize just a few years back you didn't have any of this. Now you have some of this. And maybe a few years from now you'll get some more things. Maybe not. But that's not in your hands. Being present at the moment and embracing it and enjoying it is all life is about. At the end of the day, we do not know what is going to take it all away or what is going to come back and give us something. So worrying about it is not going to help. So these are the kind of ideas which I want you to foster in your mind on this day today on Vinayak Chaturthi and think about it and not get bogged down. That's what I wanted to say. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Do have a wonderful holiday. The ones of you who are celebrating it today, I do know some of you are celebrating it tomorrow, I think, but I'm very confused with this calendar, which is also interesting. Anyway, thank you for being with me today. See you guys on the next one.